walking along the water's edge always makes me reflect, and that's just as well because I think I've spotted what's going to be a really interesting reflection to capture with my phone in the water here. Just above me is a tree, and this tree several weeks, few months ago shed all of its leaves, as they do in the winter, and those leaves have fallen from the tree right into this stream. Now, looking not at the leaves, but on the surface here, I can see a reflection of the tree, the bare branches of the tree, and I can see the leaves underneath. And I think this is going to make a really interesting composition. So, first thing is to point my camera down on top of the water here. I'm getting an effect that, I mean, it's poetry, really. Should just say I'm stood a safe distance from the water's edge here. I'm not in any danger of falling in. But even then, it's not too deep here. Now, I'm getting the reflection of the tree, the bare branches on the tree having shed its leaves many, many weeks ago. And those leaves that it shed having fallen into the water here. So what I'm getting, it's almost a double exposure effect, where I'm seeing the tree and I'm seeing the leaves, long departed. And I'm going to try and capture that, not in a photo, but in a video. And this feels very experimental. It's going to feel like a double exposure video. Now, just to get my framing right, first of all, and I'm just going to push into 2x zoom. And when I do that, what I can see here is both the leaves and the tree at the same time. And this is really exciting. I'm just going to hit record because there's a few different variables here. You can see the branches of the tree. You can see the blue sky right above me, and that complements wonderfully the browns of the leaves beneath the water. Now, there is a bit of a breeze today. I'll just press stop there. There is a bit of a breeze today, and that does mean that the water is just rippling a little bit. Too much ripple, and the reflection gets ruined. Too many ducks, and the reflection gets ruined as well. Thank you, ducks. I think they think I'm going to feed them. We like the ripple, of course, but not too much. Otherwise, you really can't see the reflection, indeed, of the tree. So just need to wait for a moment. That seems as though it's nice and still. You see, it's just starting to come back now. So get myself framed up. Start to see those tree branches, those bare branches, and hit record. We won't need long for this, probably only about 5 or 10 seconds. The tree kind of comes into focus there, just like that. Just begins to emerge. And then I'll press stop. What I'm going to do next is, just in the editor on my phone, just flip the image 180 degrees. So the tree, which is kind of upside down as I'm looking at it here, becomes the right way up. And I hope that when I've done that, this image is going to have that wonderful sort of double exposure video quality and the story of this sad tree having lost its leaves and the leaves themselves dead and in the water. It's a bit of a melancholic story, but hey, that's what winter's all about. As a proof of concept, I think this is sort of useful. I get that I can see the reflection of the tree and I can see the leaves at the same time. So that's useful in itself. However, I'm a bit wobbly with my framing. I noticed that I've got the towpath in at the top of the frame there. So not one that I'd choose to share, but useful as part of the process nonetheless. With this clip, I'm just about able to make out the tree. I can certainly make out the leaves, but it's a little bit too breezy. The water is just rippling too much and it's distracting rather than complementing. You've got to wait a few seconds to work out what the tree is, and you certainly can't draw the connection very easily between the foreground and the background there. So nice execution, maybe just the wrong timing. I'm so pleased with how this video came out. The tree is perfectly clear. This is the reflection of the tree. And if you look beyond that, you can see the leaves beneath. The colours, the blue and the brown, sort of orangey brown, complement each other really well. And it's that double exposure, dreamlike effect. And both are both the tree and the leaves drawn together. Oh, I'm so happy with how this has come out, and I hope everyone who sees it online enjoys it as much as I am right now.